There was once a time I never cooked cauliflower, and that's simply because I couldn't get that 70s style cooking out of my head. Why did our families boil vegetables? I guess it was the trend. Well, not anymore. Roasting them is the way to go. And I'm going to show you how to whip this side dish together in a pinch. It is so delicious. Hey guys, so first to get started, we are making roasted cauliflower with pignolias. Pignolias in Italian is pine nuts, and it is so delicious. It gives it a nice little crunch to this dish. So to prep your cauliflower, we have 1 head of cauliflower. Here's the best tip. I'm going to take my paring knife. So to make the most beautiful little florets without really destroying the beauty of that flower, you want to take your paring knife. You want to go down and score halfway through the stem and then pull it apart. That way you still have that little flower. So that's your floret. So I'm going to go all the way around, make them into bite-sized florets, and pretty much make them even size because we want them to roast evenly. And then get them onto our sheet tray. This is really easy. I make this all the time. There's nothing better than roasted cauliflower. So our florets are prepped, ready to go. So when you're prepping them, just like I showed you, go down through the stem and then pull it apart halfway, and you have these beautiful florets. If you cut it down over top of the floret, you'll just sort of ruin that beauty, that pretty presentation. So it's just a great little tip. All right, now we need a good olive oil. So a good amount. So cauliflower versus broccoli has a little bit more moisture than broccoli does. I do roast broccoli the same exact way. Got to take my ring off before I toss. And they're just equally delicious. So that's just another alternative. But just keep in mind, you'll need a little bit more olive oil for your broccoli because it doesn't have as much natural moisture like the cauliflower does. So we're going to evenly coat every little floret. That way they don't burn and they roast evenly in the oven. All right, so now group them back in the middle again. I just found it's easier to coat this way. We don't want to coat the sheet tray, we want to coat the cauliflower. I'm going to season them with salt and pepper, but I'm going to wash my hands first. Salt and pepper. So this is really easy. Not many ingredients so far. We've got a cauliflower, a good olive oil, salt and pepper. Now at this point, I'm not going to toss them because I don't want that salt and pepper to fleck off of the cauliflower. I'm going to leave it just as is. Then pull them apart. That way they evenly roast. 425 degrees. You want a nice hot oven. And then we're going to put them right in there until they're nice and golden brown, about 25 to 30 minutes. All right, perfectly roasted. So that last minute you just want to add the pignolias, the pine nuts, so that way they can warm through and toast. Now I just need a spatula. Look how beautiful. They're perfectly roasted, nice and tender. So by roasting them, you get that beautiful caramelization, which just gives so much flavor. And that's why this is the only way to do them. Never boil them. All right, so you just want to transfer them to a beautiful platter. One man's overboard. So again, easy side dish any night of the week. You can even serve this for a dinner party. I once went to a dinner party and someone did serve it and I loved it. We went back for second and thirds. Pair it with chicken, steak, fish, really anything. If you're a vegetarian, you're gonna love this. I love my vegetables, but you know that. So those pine nuts add a little Italian touch. And then I like to add just a little bit of lemon zest. Gives it a nice brightness. My son, Costas, loves this side dish. And then freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. Everything's better with cheese. Right over top. And then some more freshness, some parsley leaves. Look at that. Beautiful, easy, simple, roasted. I know you're gonna love this side dish. All right, let's give it a taste. All right, so I want a little pine nut and the cauliflower. So nice and tender, beautifully caramelized. Perfect every time. It's so tasty. For this recipe, head over to the newspaper's website. I'm Shereen with Cook This. Thanks for joining me today. I'll see you next time.